This video is on the Izele Grant 2020, applying to the Small Grant Scheme. In September 2020, we launched a Small Grant Scheme, and if you go to the Izele homepage, you can follow the link to find out more about it. So this page provides all the information you need to submit a successful application, so I'd really recommend reading it in full. But the key thing you can see at the top is that this is open to all conservation areas, organisations, groups or businesses based in Eswatini, South Africa and Mozambique that have got a conservation focus, and we're offering 3 grants of $1,500, one for each of the 3 countries. As part of the selection process, we'll use 2 different types of information. The first of which will be your Izele page itself, and the second of which you'll need to give us some details about what sort of project you'd like funded and what the money will be spent on. So there's a set of information that you'll definitely have to provide on your page, but also information, if relevant, on types of species that you work with and whether you have any ecotourism services and amenities that you're providing. And if you want more details on how to produce a great page, there's a link here to creating a great Izele page. If you go through this, follow all the instructions, then you'll be able to make a page that will definitely give you a good chance of being awarded the grant. Now, to apply for a grant, you'll actually do that through your organisation's Izele page. So the first step is to go to the page that you're managing and you want to submit a grant from, which in my case is Izele Conservancy, and this is the fictional conservation area that's been used in all of the tutorial videos. By clicking the link, I come to the Izele Conservancy page, and you can see at the top is this bright yellow box about the Izele Grant Scheme. So this only appears because I've logged into Izele and this is a page I manage. I'm now going to click on the link, and up comes the details, many of which are from that initial page describing the grant, that explain who the Small Grant Scheme is open to and what your page needs to look like. And again, it's worth reading through all these details to make sure that you're doing the right thing. But once you've read the text, you can click on the button to start the process. And Izele tells you of the 6 things that you definitely need your page to do, how many of them have been achieved. And in this case, all 6 of the requirements have been met, so we're ready to go. But just to illustrate what all of those mean, the first is that the page has a logo image, which we have here. The second is that there's a banner image, which is shown here. The third is that at least 20 people have made this page one of their favourites. So to make a page a favourite, if someone comes along and clicks on the yellow flower here, once that's yellow, then that means it's one of your favourites. And you can see here that 24 people have made the page their favourite. And to submit an application, you need at least 20 people. The fourth thing is that you have at least 2 posts on your newsfeed. And because this is linked to our social media feeds, it means that we've got more than 2 posts here. The fifth is that we've shown the location of our organisation on the map. So in this case, we have a boundary polygon showing where a conservation area is. You can also add your location as a point if you're a different type of organisation or you don't have boundary data. And the final thing is that on the About tab, I've provided lots of background information about our organisation that can be used in the assessment process. So coming back to the news feed, and again clicking on this link, as I said, that's why we're ready to submit the application, because we've met all of those 6 requirements. So I'm going to click on the Pass Checks, click to Continue button. This brings up the actual application form. So I'm going to write in my name, my email address, a phone number, and then there are 3 boxes to type in. So obviously you have a lot more words to write, but I'll just do a few word answers here because I need to write what my project idea is. 100 words on how I'm going to publicise and promote the work, and then a list of the budget items. And what we'd recommend is actually writing this in a Word document or something similar, and then copying and pasting the words over once you're ready. So now I've filled in every part of the application form and I can submit my application. It asks me, are you sure you want to submit? I'm going to say OK. And that's now done. The application is submitted and a copy of that will be sent to you by email and also to us. And please note that you can only submit 1 application per organisation. So once you've submitted that application, you won't be able to do another one. Once you've submitted your application, it would be great if you could share the news on social media. And we're using the hashtag of Izele Grant 2020. We'll look forward to receiving an application from you sometime before the deadline of Sunday 15th of November, and please go to the Izele page to get all the details you need on how to apply and how to produce a great page.